Welcome to LWAFLMOYT. That stands for Let's Watch a Full Length Movie on YouTube with Mike Spiegelman and Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
That's right. Your name is, and I'm Mike.
I
And I,
was about to say I want to be the first one too, but I think it's your job. Go ahead.
oh gosh, yes, I want to be the first one to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas, Carl.
Christmas,
Merry
Michael.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. God, I
Merry
can't believe this war on Christmas. Nobody says Merry Christmas to me.
Merry
So
Christmas.
may I be the first. Merry Christmas. Oh, you're the first to wish me Merry Christmas.
Magma.
We are broadcasting live, not live, first. We stream first on Mutiny Radio.
We're live. It's Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day.
Christmas. Merry Christmas, Michael.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh, I got to go out of the plaza. Merry Christmas, Carl. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Carl. Merry Christmas, Carl's dog. And then you, Mrs. Carl, and Carl's dog go, huh? Right? I run around the town square. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Well, he was just visited by 3 ghosts. He's overexcited about Christmas this year.
Did you ever watch a movie called Ghosts of Girlfriends Past with Matthew McConaughey?
Yes.
It's the Christmas Carol, but he's visited by 3 ghosts who warn him about romance. Anyway, we have an annual Christmas Day tradition. As you know, we love movies. We love great movies, and we also love the shit. And a lot of shit comes out, and a lot of great movies come out on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is a bizarre vortex for movies in America and around the world. It is either terrible, terrible films they dump on Christmas night for you to go and leave your family and watch. Those are the ones we like. There's prestige films that need to hit the Oscar deadline, and they release it limited on Christmas Day. We'll be visiting one of those today. There's also vanity films or like A-star director or movie star who directs. They usually release their films on Christmas Day, whether it's Quentin Tarantino, Denzel Washington. It's a good spot, and it also hits that Oscar need. There's also very chin-stroking, intelligent films,
niche ones.
Ones that are aimed for women who think they have to release it on Christmas Day. They can't release it any other time. Those are the movies we like too. They're on Christmas Day. So Christmas is on a Sunday. And by the way, Carl, our show has been on Mutiny Radio for about 6 years. We've been existing for about 6 years, 7 years. And in 16, we started a Christmas Day tradition on Sunday, Christmas Day. So we are back on Christmas Day. Our show is on Christmas Day. We want to give a shout out to Scotto from Found Round Sound.
Yes, Merry
who's
Christmas.
on us beforehand. Merry Christmas. Oh, Scott, Merry Christmas. May we be the first to wish you Merry Christmas. First. Oh gosh, we're on Christmas. And then of course we have a new show that follows us. So make it an afternoon at 4 p.m. And that's Ugly Sundays with Age. Okay, so we are going to watch trailers of movies that are going to be released on Christmas Day in 2022. Now, it's slim pickings this year, Carl.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because it falls on a Sunday, and we already have a Friday that covers it. But we went around the world, and it's Sweden's lucky day this year. And we have movies from around the world. But Carl, let us talk about us. Hi, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We are on Mutiny Radio every Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are a podcast. You can follow us by typing in our acronym LWAFLMOYT in any podcast searcher, preferably iTunes, and you'll find us. We are also on YouTube with the same acronym. Yes. Mutiny Radio has a Discord channel. If you want to join a Discord channel from Mutiny Radio, join it. And we are on that. And we are also on our own Discord channel, LWAFLMOYT. That's without mom and dad Mutiny Radio in the room. It's just us just hanging out. So check us on Discord, and we're on Facebook as Let's Watch a Full-Length Movie on YouTube. As I've done previous years, have created a playlist of movies that were released on Christmas Day. First 5 of those playlists are just a smorgasbord of movies. But we got to the point where we ran out of movies. So I've been putting down what's been released every year. Sometimes it gets a little sparse. So I've been checking around the world. And that's what I did this year. So my name is Mike Spiegelman, and I have a YouTube channel. and it's different from our LWAFLMOYT channel. You can find my playlist, Christmas Movie 7 2022, on Spiegelmania.
No, I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I don't know. When I search for that, I come up empty. If I search
Interesting.
for Mike Spiegelman,
Yeah,
you pop right up. And if I search for Mike Spiegelman, sometimes I got to go into the filter and choose channel.
that's a really good point. Every year is the same thing.
So search for Mike Spiegelman. You'll find his face. You'll find his channel.
Spiegelman.
Spiegelman, because he's a gel man, but just not any gel man. He's a speed gel man.
I'm the Spiegelman.
Right. And there you will find Christmas Day movies. Aye. Do two eyes make the one single eye sound? It must be. You mean?
Oh, I see, Jim.
Aye. So Mike Spiegelman is the channel, and you'll find the playlist and Christmas Day movies.
This is always awkward for us because the playlist, as you know, also has ads that pop up beforehand. We can't really control it. So we are just going to have to manually pause and reset as we normally do, but for each trailer. All right. Sounds good, Carl. I have it open up on my PlayStation 4. Okay. I have the first trailer coming up. And by the way, I just want to mention, because this is our Christmas Day show, we have a special Christmas original song Carl and I wrote, and we'll be singing that at the end.
Yes.
So I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this is a perfect show. You got to stay till the end.
Yeah. It's a Christmas carol. You're going to love it.
I love it. So a lot of movies have been released on the 23rd. A lot of movies have been released earlier this year, Christmas-wise, to get to audience. However, there is a unique movie being released in America on Christmas Day. It's a limited release, Carl. It's going to be wide release in January 13th around the country. But for people in Los Angeles, New York, what have you, they can watch A Man Called Otto. A Man Called Otto. A Plan, Otto. Otto Panama. See, it's a palindrome. Do you know that palindrome?
It is a palindrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Man Called Otto backwards is actually A Man Called Otto. It's a crazy Otto
Man A.
Del Ac Nama. Anyway, Carl, what do you know about this fucking movie?
Well, I saw the original, which I think was Swedish, right?
Yeah, Sweden. Ding, ding, ding. First reference to the country Sweden.
Right. We're going to reference Sweden a lot. It's called Man Called Ove, I think, in Sweden. I saw this film. I didn't know that Tom Hanks was making this film, and it was a good film in Swedish. We'll see if it's any good in English.
You mean it's charming because it's in a different country?
No, it was just a good film. It's a grouchy old man, and we find out the backstory of how he became grouchy, and his heart gets opened up again. And that's essentially what is going to happen to Tom Hanks. I think it's a pretty easy role for him to play. Yeah, not like the Elvis film, right? He really had to stretch there.
Yeah,
but
to stretch a bit there.
I'm grouchy, and then I get a cat, and I start to warm up, and I make a few friends. The next thing you know, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! So, one of the things, I had heard of this film, and I didn't pick it up at the library when I saw it. I was just like a little bit overload. It was nominated for Best Foreign Picture, not only by the Oscars, but AARP for Grown-Ups nominated it for their Movie for Grown-Ups Awards for the 2017 named it. It is the biggest movie in Sweden. So why not remake it? And I wonder about Tom Hanks at this point. Is it because he is the most corporate face possible, and that you make an American movie, you put him in, or that he's the right actor for the part?
I think I don't know the answer, because it's been so much Tom Hanks. Even he's got to admit we're a little oversaturated. Another person could have done this just as well. He's not the perfect person for it, but I'm sure he's going to do it, as you'll see in the trailer.
I'm excited about the cat.
$1 million to get the rights to do this film. It better be
much?
good. $60 million.
60 million? Swedish money or American money?
On February 10, 2022, it was announced that Sony Pictures pre-bought the rights to this film around US $60 million at the European film market.
Holy snacks. And I know that it's shot in Idaho. So it's
No,
American. No.
Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really? Okay, I take that back. I eat my words. All right, Carl, are you ready to watch Otto?
Well, I don't know.
Man.
Are we going to talk about it afterwards?
Well, we could watch it right now in the trailer, and then because we already prefaced what we know about it.
Okay, but we had a discussion before we started the show about what was going to be our format, and you said we were going to talk it all out and then watch the trailer. So we're not doing that. We're going to. Are you all talked out?
No, I'm ready to watch the trailer.
Oh,
I have I'm all queued up.
This director.
Oh, tell me about Mark. Tell me about Mark. What's his name? Forrester.
You didn't. Okay, this guy did Finding Neverland. Okay, that's serious.
Yeah. He did a Bond movie.
Yes, he did a Bond movie.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace. I know him. He's a workman. What's the term? A journeyman.
A journeyman, yes.
Yeah. Different genres and different styles. Very dependable guy.
The guy who wrote this screenplay, which I think he pretty much adapted it from the other one. I don't really know.
It's based on a novel.
He wrote Life of Pi.
Mm.
It is based on a novel. That's correct. He wrote Life of Pi and Mary Poppins Returns. I don't know. 2012 novel, A Man Called O.V.E. How do you pronounce that?
I guess O.V. And then the movie came out in 2015, so it was pretty quick.
Yeah. And like you said, it's going to be a limited release on the 25th, just because they're going for that Oscar gold. And then in January, it'll be nationwide. Sony's doing that. And I don't know. There's other things. This director did Finding Neverland. He did The Kite Runner. He's World War Z. He's all over the place.
World War Z. That's the one I remember. Yeah, it's all right.
With Brad Pitt. Horrible film. Terrible film.
It was neither here nor there for me. You know, it was like zombies climbing up a hill, wall. Yeah.
It was like computer graphic zombies all on top of each other to go over a wall. There's two Mexican actors in this. There's a woman who's a Mexican actress and a man who's a Mexican actor. I don't know why. And
well, so it's the Neighbors, right? You talking about the Neighbors?
Yeah, it's the Neighbors. There is a woman who befriends Tom Hanks's character, and she doesn't know how to drive. He helps him with that, and she was a Mexican stage and screen actress. She's from Monterey. She's been in things we wouldn't know, right? But the dude guy was in the Magnificent Seven remake. He was in Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and there's a serious stand-up comedian in this movie called Mike Birbiglia, who I really don't know. You would think I would know him.
I know him.
He was sick for a week with COVID, and he
came in.
Yeah, he did Jimmy Kimmel's show for the week.
He does a lot of one-man shows. He's known for that. Yeah, it's a big name in comedy.
Don't Think Twice 2016. I think it's that show you're talking about. You know, they call it a one-man show. It's basically your stand-up routine. Who are you kidding?
No, not if you slow it down.
I did a one-man show, Mike, because I was the only guy there.
I was. My stand-up is a one-man show only because I want to sit for the entirety. Zoom spoiled me.
He did a book called Sleepwalk with Me.
Yeah, no, he had. It's a. I guess he has like sleepwalking. He's a sleepwalker. I don't know.
Yes,
but he's in this movie. All right, Carl. Okay. I think we're really excited, and let's
now. What if we get an ad? If we get an ad, we skip it and then press pause. And
yeah, I actually went through the ad previous before, just for this trailer because it's all set up. But okay, so go ahead. Do you want to?
I got my ad. It says video will play after ad.
Perfect.
A second ad.
Oh no! Turn off the ad. The music's going to cancel us.
Okay, I'm pausing.
All right.
I'm rewinding back to 000.
I am going to crank this volume to 25, 27. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the first trailer on the playlist, Christmas Movie 7 2022 on Mike Spiegelman's YouTube channel. We have paused for A Man Called Otto. And Carl, please, I would love it. You do the countdown. You talk to people. You interview them. You tell them the rules. I would love this Christmas for you to do the countdowns for the trailers.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't let that dog piss on my walkway.
He has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you.
Okay, the trailer starts now. That was a mini trailer. Hey, it's crazy music. Hey, dogs pissing on.
Grouchy.
Otto is shy.
Let that little red dog piss on my walkway again.
If
Oh.
he's Prince, he has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you.
Do you think she pissed it?
Yeah, it was one of them.
You cannot use this road without a
The cat is so cute.
You know, the other guys don't do this. The guys with the white trucks. How come it's always you brown guys? And I don't mean that racially.
It's a white woman too, right? Huh?
Now this is that's the backstory. That's the wife that died.
That's is that the comic relief part?
No.
Hello,
What's your name?
Otto.
Otto.
O-T-T-O.
I'm Abby. O-T-T-O.
Oh, precocious. That was really precocious and cute.
Yes.
Uh
There
oh.
was like a bus accident that really hurt the wife, and eventually she passed away, and that's how he got grouchy.
I'm not unfriendly.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Everyone's
No, I read in the plot summary of this movie, blotched suicide.
Botched suicide?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Is that weird? I don't know. I don't get it. It's not really indicated in the trailer. Uh
Stop!
oh. It's me in high school. Oh, but it's all right, Carl. Don't worry.
Well, I'm always happy to hear from George Harrison, but I don't know why the song is appropriate.
It's to indicate it's all right. But is that the original cat from Sweden?
No. Now
Yeah.
he's getting nicer now.
Oh, he has to babysit. Give yourself a hand. Hey,
Now
that cat's
he
the
has
reason why I'm going
cat.
to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Like, this movie looks terrible, but there's a cat in it, so I have to watch it. Oh, punch the clown.
Yes.
Come on,
Well-
show it in the trailer.
He did a trick where he made his quarter disappear. So Tom Hanks' character's like, where's my quarter? Let's go with the quarter,
Interesting. All right. You know what? Maybe it'll show up. Maybe it will show up on a streaming service a month later, and I could watch this movie.
You're not going to the theater?
To see A Man Called Otto? I'm too grumpy. I first have to swing by the graveyard and put down flowers and talk to a gravestone.
Mhm.
And then I got to go get annoyed by my neighbors.
It's
Especially
like
that jogging.
it happens in a lot of movies that the character goes to the grave of the loved one and gives it's almost like, stop doing it. It's been done. It's been done.
It's a little, yeah. And, the issue is nuking the fridge. The idea that a male character can only have resonance and agency in the story if there's like a dead woman, right? Like, I'll solve the case for her. I'm haunted by my dead wife. So it doesn't really give the ladies a chance to be a character because they're used to be served. Yeah. Oh well, but it sounds good. I don't know. I will watch it. I will watch it, Carl, but not in January and not on Christmas Day.
You're gonna wait till it streams.
I'm gonna wait till it streams. Hey, this is an interesting one. The next one lined up is Matilda, the musical, the movie, what have you, and it is the stage. It's a movie theatrically released. It was theatrically released, and I find it interesting because it's the #1 movie in the UK at the start of December. So it was a hit. It was released 6 weeks ago, but it's going to be theatrically. It's going to be exclusively streaming on Netflix on Christmas Day. And for that reason, I added it to the list. There is another.
That's the thing I want to say. It's like it's very slim pickings this year that you would have to include this just because Christmas Day is involved. This thing was released, it came out.
It's strange because last year, Christmas Day, Netflix had The Pope had a television series, and it wasn't Don't Look Up released on Christmas Day, or was that December 31st? That was
Don't
kind of a,
remember.
but the Pope had a show. So I know Netflix also has a movie series called Forever After or Happily Ever After, and the fourth one is going to be released on Christmas Day. But I think it was released already it was streaming on Amazon prior, so I did not include it on the list. So beg my pardon. Matilda the musical, yeah, it's playing in Los Angeles right now.
Right.
Yeah.
It came out December, what was it, 19? It's not in front of me right now, but
well, I think it's the 6th of December, to be honest with you. And I know that it was big in the UK. It was,
it'll start streaming on Netflix on Christmas Day, and that gives it the opportunity to be on our show. But that's the only reason. If it wasn't Slim Pickens, you wouldn't be here, Matilda.
That's right, Matilda. Did you ever watch the movie from the 90s?
Danny DeVito directed that. That was
it's a fun movie.
It was a good film.
And it
wasn't a musical, thank goodness. Why would you make this a musical? Why would you do that?
I didn't realize this, but the book, Matilda, the Roald Dahl book, is from 1988, and he died in 90. So this is like his last book. No idea. I just thought it was another book from the 60s or whatever.
Right. Yeah, no, I too missed that Roald Dahl was an 80s person. Yeah, I thought he was an old, me too. Now, this director, and I'm sure you haven't caught this in your research, he did, the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
He did Ghost the musical.
What?
Why?
Oh, let's make clay pottery.
2011, he produced Ghost the musical, stage adaptation of the Academy Award-winning 1990 film Ghost, premiered at Manchester Opera House in West End's Piccadilly Circus. The show transferred to Broadway at the Luntfontein Theater in 2012. Now it closed, in 3 months, but it was on tour in the UK and the US while playing in Budapest, and it opened in Korea.
Wow.
I don't know why, but this guy loves to do musicals. Now, this guy directed the musical, so that's
a big deal. Yeah.
Be the director of this. Same thing with the writer.
Now, what I find interesting, because I know it's a Broadway production, but it premiered on the West End. So this is like a very UK, British kind of feel to it. British book and British premiere. And I guess it was popular. And I don't know.
Now, the screenwriter, he got a Tony for it, for writing the book. They don't call it a script. They call it a book. I don't know why. But the thing is, what bothers me about the Tonys is that there's only like 5 to 8 plays. So if you're nominated, of course you're nominated. You're one of the play. It's not very prestigious, this Tonys.
I've never followed the Tony Awards. Oh, sure. The Obie Awards, the off-Broadways, of course. But the Tonys.
Good. Oh, the Razzie, sure.
Sure, Razzie, sure.
Now you're going to love this, Mike. They were going to start making this film in August 2020, but it was postponed.
What happened?
Due to
Why?
COVID.
The COVID.
Yes.
The COVID.
I know you love that because that means
I do love the COVID.
A real thing. It was a global pandemic. Oh,
they had to shut down.
We really needed to shut down the world for this. It's the flu with a better publicist, as Gino Bisconti says. Gino Bisconti.
Oh, good one, Gino.
It's the flu with a better publicist.
So, what was it? It was Mara Wilson. There, I have it written down, but who was the original Matilda? Who's actually a pretty cool person in real life.
And she said in November, I didn't write it down, but this thing is ancient. It was 2013. They said they were going to do this. In 2016, it got confirmed that they really were going to do it. Same script writer, same director. In November 2018, Netflix said, we're doing this. Netflix said, we're doing an animated series of all these Roald Dahl films.
Didn't they buy the estate? Like, they're working with the estate. They have like exclusive right to his stuff.
Well, I don't know that, but you've got to be right, because it was an animated series. The BFG, the Twits, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they were all going to be animated series. I never saw that. Maybe it came out.
No, I don't think it did.
Okay. In 2020, Netflix finally said, we're doing it like soon, because they were going to start filming it. They signed the choreographer. They got the cast between January and April in 2021. TriStar did this. They were the same ones who released the film in 1990. I think I've said, oh yeah, well, the Miss Honey is actually married to the director in this. Miss Honey was the good teacher, and then you had the
Right.
teacher. Yeah, so Miss Honey's got a few kids with this director. They're married.
You know, one thing I did find out was that in the play, in the musical, it's the book is the words, and the score and then there's the music. That's why they call it the book. It's traditionally the evil school teacher, the one that Emma Thompson plays. It's played by a guy in the musical.
Yes, it's Emma Thompson, and she is praised for a good performance.
Sure, Emma Thompson never gives a bad performance. I'm not worried about Emma Thompson.
This the guy who wrote the script also wrote Black Sea. It was a Jude Law film about submarines that I saw. It was pretty good.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Honey, how does submarines and Jude Law sound like? Sounds like an evening. Let's go.
He has a serious accent. I think he's Scottish or Irish in it. And once again, I go back to is this really releasing on Christmas Day?
Do you want to watch the trailer?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, guys. So here we go. We're going to set up again.
So audience, press play. And if you get an ad, I don't have an ad this time.
I don't either.
Okay. And then skip it. And we're going to do the countdown.
Okay.
Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God. It's Annie.
Oh, but she's floating. Oh, she must be dreaming about that hot air balloon. Oh, the jerk parents.
Yeah, Danny DeVito is
great.
And Rita, his real life wife was the wife.
Oh, you're talking about what's her name from Cheers?
No, yeah, Rhea Perlman. No,
Rhea Perlman.
Yeah.
Although they've divorced since then. Oh, they ripped up the book, Grapes of Wrath.
You remember in the movie, it was like, TV's better than books. It's faster.
Do you go to Broadway shows based on musicals based on movies?
I don't. I go to Broadway shows based on what should I get my wife for Christmas?
Right. We used to go to
Broadway shows.
That's a big deal during the holidays, like Hanukkah gift of going to see a Broadway show or going to New York to see a play. That's a big deal in our house.
He's dangerous.
This December.
Careful, she's dangerous.
This is a good idea. Like Christmas Day, you're hanging out, and Netflix is going to be on, and so you guys watch a family film.
Right. We are watching the Christmas Story, today's one.
So the audience right now is just filled with ham and chocolate, and they hate their family, and they instead of talking to them, they want to watch TV. Ooh, lions. Wow, this is like watching a Broadway play, but as a movie.
Well, I don't know. Do you saw all those exteriors, and they're at the playground, the fair? They're in balloons. You couldn't really do this all on stage. They tried that with Spider-Man, and the guy
a bunch of guys got hurt. Yeah. Matilda, boom, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. All right. Wow.
Dumb.
Dum. Oh, I had a stupid.
I'm not getting ads. It just rolls into the next one.
Oh yeah, hang on. I'm gonna hit pause. So if you do the same thing, go ahead and hit pause and move back before we talk about the next one. The 000. All right. Well, that has been Matilda, the musical, the movie, right? Like Hairspray, and there's a bunch of other, and the producers. It's a fine tradition of being a smash money-making hit around the world, and then you take that and you put it back in the theater. So Hairspray, there's a couple coming out, the producers, but there's a couple, there's another one coming out, and I don't remember what it is.
It's not Hair.
Not Hair.
So next, UFO Sweden.
Speaking of hair, I got something in my throat. Yes. So Sweden has 2 theatrically released movies this Christmas. And one is on the playlist, and that is called Sweden UFO Sweden. And I have the actual original title. Sorry, I got a little
UFO.
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
UFO. In English, it's UFO, and in Swedish, it's UFO.
UFO Vada Suck. We're gonna be mispronouncing a lot of foreign names today.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I could keep calling it Haken Brocken, the other one. It's not at all.
What is it? Hawk. It's
How
the other one is Haken Brocken with the little ring above the A. So I think that's like war. So it's like
umlaut.
wow. It's not an umlaut. It's a
No,
it's
it's
a little
not.
halo.
Accent grave, accent aigu. I don't know what
We like movies that look like American films, like UFO Sweden. I don't really have much to say about this movie. I know the trailer is in English. To believe is one thing, to know something completely different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right. So the story is this girl's parents disappear. She goes to a foster home. She's pretty sure dad got mixed up with a UFO in Sweden. And the trailer, that's it. That's all I really got. E.T. took my dad. Is what I wrote down after looking up this in Wikipedia and IMDb. It is like, I don't know. I seen the trailer. Did you watch the trailer, Carl?
Yes, but I mean, as you know, I was surprised by this one, so I did watch it a little absent-mindedly. I was setting up for the show. I didn't do any research on the ones to come except for Haken Brocken.
Me too. I have a lot of Haken Brocken shit. We're gonna be feasting on Haken Brocken, and we have a YouTube beef with Haken Brocken, but that's later in the show.
Yes, we do actually.
Yeah. Well,
so
this one
watch UFO Sweden.
Yeah, there's 2 trailers. I picked one slightly shorter. I didn't feel like playing both of them, but it has a very Steven Spielberg vibe to it. It has a very like Super 8 vibe to it, right? This is like the families and something bigger than themselves. So it's kind of cool. All right. So go ahead, click that link. Make sure you're on that. Hit pause. Move to 000. Get any ads out of the way. We're gonna watch UFO Sweden in
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, San Francisco. Crazy pictures. Gotta love crazy pictures. Oh, I'm drinking and I look up in the sky. Oh, yes. Then you got the inappropriate music and these crazy special effects slow down. She's saying, hey, where's my dad? Yeah. Have you seen my Spin Doctor CD? It was in the car 30 years ago.
That was a great shot. It was a great you're right about it being Spielberg-esque. What were you saying though?
You remember the movie Super 8? Like there was some monster in a train. It has that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like these kids are gonna explore. Right? This kid's gonna find out about her dad. I don't know. This movie looks fucking good.
I'm not sure that I believe in UFOs, but I have been anally probed.
I remember I was there.
Yeah, and she had an accent. She could have been an alien.
Or from Sweden. Look at it. It's like builds and builds and builds. And they don't reveal too much. They just go right to the logo. And that's like coming this Christmas.
It said bipolar pictures or something. You think that's why they said crazy pictures?
That's interesting.
Okay, so now it rolls right into the Russian one.
Which I paused and I moved back. Yeah, I got that Russian one.
000.
I would watch Sweden, UFO Sweden, hands down.
Well, I went to my Netflix DVD and it's not there. I tried
to. It's coming out this Christmas in Sweden.
Yes, of course you're right. You're right.
You gotta wait. But sometimes there is a Panama.
Well, I'll check tomorrow because today is Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Carl, maybe I be the first.
Be the first to
wish you. Hey, the holidays are here, so may I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Manitoba, a Happy Jew Year.
Happy Manitoba, Happy Jew Year. Oh, you know what? What's holiday in the next 3 months? Oh, may I be the first to wish you a Merry Valentine.
All Merry Valentine's Day. That does.
Yeah, Merry Valentine's Day. That's the holiday. But that's not 3 months from now. Well, fuck you, man. Christmas wasn't in October.
My middle kid, when he was young, a toddler, so he's just learning, right? He always heard it as very Christmas. Like Santa comes in down from the chimney, he looks around at your decorations, and he's like, "This place is looking very Christmas." So he goes, "Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas."
That's what he thought. He goes, "What do you mean, Merry Christmas?"
Our show is very Christmas.
Very,
So he's right.
very Christmas. Very
Okay,
Christmas.
this is slim pickings. The other big film is Hawk and Brocken, which we're saving till the end. However, there's a lot of dubious listing movies, and let's just mention them. There's a film called The Port, which is on a website that's going to be released on a website. It's listed on IMDb as a Christmas Day release. I couldn't even find a trailer for it, but if you find it on YouTube, you can find the link to the site. I don't have it on me. There's a film called Write It Black, which is also has a Christmas Day release. But we can't find a theater, and I can't find a streaming service that has it. The trailer itself is 4 minutes. It's more of a sizzle reel.
Yeah,
it's a comedian, a veteran who makes and writes movies, and it's there, but it's not really a trailer. It seems like what to expect if you want to purchase this film. I don't know. It's a different vibe to it. It seems more like a producer thing. So because it's 4 minutes long, we didn't include it, and we can't really find like a streaming service or a theater that's playing it.
It kind of doesn't count. It's kind of not releasing on Christmas. It's somebody's mom is going to watch it.
So we have two other films that are very dubious. This film, Brat 3, as we see it.
Is that how you say it? What is that first letter? It's like a backwards P with a hat on its head.
If you go to IMDb and you type in the word Brat 3, you will find this movie.
Brat
it's Brother. So can I give you a little history about this film? It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1997, there was a huge Russian hit about gangsters and called Brother. This guy basically goes to Petersburg or whatever, and he sees his brother. Okay, and and his brother's a gangster. It's a St. Petersburg mob movie. Brothers Heroes, a huge hit, and the director is named Balabanov, and it stars Sergei Brodroff Jr. The point is, they both have passed on. They're not involved in this treacle.
Sergio
Brodroff Jr. So the director, it was a huge hit. He was going to make two movies back to back, like the Matrix trilogy. Combine them into Brother 2. So there's a film called Brother 2, and that's in 2000. And by the way, this is not to be confused with the Beat Takashi movie Brother from 2000 about a gangster going to America. This film, Brother 2, is about a gangster who goes to America. Okay. Not to do with the Omar Epps film Brother. That's a different thing. They go to Chicago. They don't go to LA. And he goes to Chicago, and there's a twin involved. That's kind of important. Whatever. And they also make fun of the Ukraine, and the movie was banned in Ukraine in 2016.
For that reason? Okay.
It kind of is on it. And there's some stereotypes in Americans in this movie as well. What have you. It's a huge hit. And
this is the third?
The second one is a huge hit and has a twin brother involved. Okay. So the third one has nothing to do with anybody involved. I went to Wikipedia, and so the star was going to be replaced by Mickey Rourke in 2019.
Really?
Yeah, it fell through. They also fell through with Jennifer Aniston was supposed to be in this movie.
Interesting. Still in Russian? Still in Russian?
Yeah, but they couldn't afford her.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
They said, we meet your price of 8 million. They said, no, not rubles. I'm not doing it for rubles.
I'm not doing it for 8 million what? Are you guys from Russia? You mean rubles? So I have
the Russian currency.
So this guy is named Boritsky, who was going to direct the third one. And it just seems like he was going to have Sergei Brodroff appear using CGI because the guy was dead. And then this is interesting, and this is the reason why I cut and paste this. September 6, 2019, Boritsky announced VK that he would be selling one of the main roles for the film for 5 million rubies.
Rubies. Okay, that's
but you can be star in this movie
if you buy it.
They're
not paying you, you're paying them. If you want to be the star.
So the star of the first two movies, The Widow. has heavily criticized the film crew and called the production a horrible drivel. Anyway, this is the third movie. It has nothing to do with what I just said because I have a different director listed. It's starring and directed by a gentleman. Where do I have it? Named Valery Perevervev. And a general's daughter lives in Tambov, in love with a street artist who her father disapproves. The general has a twin brother who heads a criminal gang.
A twin?
Another twin. Two unsuccessful robbers fail the task, which triggers a string of events that change his lives and destroy his family. Will this be released Christmas Day in Russia? I don't know.
You don't?
Why? Well, I mean, it's listed. It's listed. I found it listed in Russia, 25th, IMDb.
Okay.
But same with the port and the same with Right at Black. So
now, I think that they might have, I'm not kidding, they're the Eastern Orthodox. I think they might have a different day for Christmas. I'm not kidding.
Interesting. No, it says December 25th, Russia.
Okay.
So,
December 25th is the same wherever you go.
Right. So it's a Christmas.
Orthodox Christmas is a different, but okay.
All right. Well, we're not fans of Russia right now. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I did a good countdown, right?
You did. Cops in their cheap Russian car.
That's Fred Emerson, Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts doing another role. He stars in anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's how he answers the phone. Ring. I'll take the part. Oh, hi.
You
Mom.
sure it's Talking Cats too? I said.
I will take the part.
Look, this guy's down the dumpster. Oh.
With a very flashy hat.
Oh, I thought the knife was last year. Well, nice park. Wow.
Whoa.
He told her. She's just trading the chairs for him.
Dirt right there.
What's going to happen? Is he going to move that chair? Okay, here you go, Carl, for your benefit.
All right, take a look at this clam.
He is too. Clam. Jesus Christ.
Sorry. That's what I thought of. I mean, she's going up there. The angle's right.
So far, nothing has happened. Oh, wait, I take it back. Hi, do you like flowers? Yeah, I'm at a florist shop.
How are you on boobs?
Parkour.
Look at the same blue hat.
Same dumpster.
Cop car.
Cop car. Where's the twin? Uh-oh. Not the baby.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it saved like a Battleship Potemkin.
The baby's in her arms, but they
Cram.
hit the stroller like they didn't. That's it. That's
it. That's all. Nothing ever happens.
Rat. It's Machba 2022.
Okay, I'm gonna hit pause.
To the next trailer. I'm hitting pause.
Yeah, you know what? I really tried to research this guy, and I found nothing. I found another director who had an extra letter in his name, and it was, I don't know if it's the same guy. I have nothing to say about Smile Heart. We can watch
Russian is a crazy language. The number 3 is a letter. The number 3 is a letter. You know,
really?
Russians would look up at the Toys R Us sign and look fine.
Excellent. You would play a game of Hangman, and it would take forever. Is it the letter 3? Just forget it. It was people. The word was people. So I really tried to look up research on this one, and I found more information about Hacken Bracken, to be honest.
Okay. So are we moving on to Smile Heart? Is that what's
next? Smile Heart, but is this my Smile Heart paper? I didn't even write it down. I didn't even research this one. It's like a dead end.
Mike, if you had told me ahead of time, I would have
found nothing. You would have found nothing.
Okay.
Next time we do a show.
Yeah, next Christmas.
Next Christmas.
All right.
Next Christmas.
I gave you the research.
For Smile Heart. The very next day.
You
threw it away.
I just want to say, Mike, Merry Christmas. Let me be the first.
Oh my God. Is it Christmas already? Merry Christmas. God, I was so busy this holiday season, Carl. I forgot to wish you.
Merry Christmas. What a Scrooge.
Do you want to watch this?
Well, it's on the list, and this is a short show anyway. We better watch it.
We could watch 4 minutes of Red and Black. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
सोचा था
Smile Heart. You type in Smile Heart movie and you get Smile.
Okay.
पहचान दूंगी.
I've
Well,
clicked
he looks
every link on
hard.
IMDb. I have no idea. But it looks good. It looks inspiring. Like this Christmas Day, I want something like to cheer me up.
Now, what does Christmas mean to Hinduism? Nothing. This is a stretch.
But again, it's just the option of going to the theater on Christmas Day night. I'm Jewish. I go out to the theater.
In India?
All the time, every year.
Wow, she's wearing a different sari now.
Who's sorry?
Who's sorry now? Bollywood.
लेकिन मैं गलत
Who's sorry now?
इस दुनिया में मैं ही अकेली नहीं थी.
All right.
She could use a little makeup.
ये
Oh,
कौन
no.
था?
Oh, this one has
मानव
suicide.
जाति ही इस दलदल में
What a
फंस
shot. How did
Ooh.
they get wow, they must have rented
That's-
a helicopter.
That's death by zero gravity.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
That's
I
when
saw
you-
that movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock. There was no gravity.
There's no gravity in that movie.
No
It was
gravity.
a lie. No
Not
gravity.
in the movie Gravity. Then
I said,
Expand
I said, I'm not going to watch this movie. It's one note. She has to land her. And then I watched the movie. I'm like, that's the best thing I ever seen in my life. All right. Well, that is Smile Heart. We apologize to everyone involved. And now we get to the moment of truth.
Okay. Now it's HAKAN. HAKAN BRAKAN.
And yeah.
Hakan Brakan. HAKAN BRAKAN.
Now,
And
if
the
you want to be
channel
clever, you could type the little A with the circle above it instead of just a regular A.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
how to
it appeared.
type it, but I got there. The channel we like is Nordisk Film, Nordisk Film something, but you'll see Nordisk Film.
Now, one of the things, like I had a playlist, and one of the great things YouTube does is that you just hit the save button and you can add it to your playlist. When I
All
tried to
right.
do it to this one, it told me that this content is meant for children and cannot be linked to a playlist. Interesting. So that's the reason why it's outside the playlist. We're still going to watch it, but we can't connect it for history's sake. This movie's a big deal, Carl.
Yes, this is a big deal, and it's releasing Christmas Day in Sweden.
Do you have some information?
Okay. It says that Haken has a babysitter, Amanda, the world's most boring one, according to him. And he has to run home so he can attend a very important computer game completion. But Haken is suddenly eye to eye with both burglars and ostriches.
Oh, fucking Home Alone.
Ostriches. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my God, you mean the burglars are holding ostriches?
I guess they're
Yeah,
holding-
I'm the negotiator.
Nobody
I heard
knows
you
where
have-
the ostrich gets it. Now,
I-
there was a
I-
TV show. That's what in 2003, for only one season, 24 episodes, there was a Haken Brocken TV series.
Right.
Now, a guy named Soren Olsen wrote a book about this Haken Brocken, and that got turned into a TV series.
It was first a Swedish radio show in 1983.
okay.
And the a publisher said, this is great. We like to make books out of it. So in 84, they started doing books. So this is a character. Now, Beverly Cleary, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. These are stories about families. And usually there's like Ramona or, I don't know, Bradley or whatever the kid from Wimpy.
Right.
From Wimpy Kid. Wimpy, isn't that the kid's name?
I don't think
Diary
so.
of a Wimpy Kid.
Mhm.
Wimpy rules. Broderick rules. So in this universe, there is Rudolph, the dumbass dad. There's Karen, Karen with the I at the end, I-N, the mom. And then there's Soon, who's a 7-year-old. And he was the initial star of this series.
Yeah.
He doesn't like sports. He likes girls. And he has his friends. He has a sister. And most importantly, he has a bratty Dennis the Menace brother Max, Haken, and Brocken is like a word for fight. So his name is a pun. He's like the troublemaker, Haken Brocken.
Haken
He's
Brocken.
Haken the menace, basically.
Okay.
So the Swedish radio show was 10 years and takes place in the fictional town called Glimmerdag, and the books kicked off in 84. Now, this is connected to Christmas in a major way, because Sweden has this weird thing. Did you know there's like advent calendar television? It's been going on since 1960. Basically, is that you can go to the store and buy an advent. They're going to have a TV series, and every day there'll be an episode.
Okay.
So in 2003, it was about Soon's brother, Haken Brocken.
Okay.
And so in the year 2003, starting January 1st, there was an episode on Swedish television every single day. The last one ending on the 24. Yeah. And you could go to the store and you could buy an official TV advent calendar to go along with your television viewing.
So I like this concept.
Yeah. So let's say it was a Fish Burgers one, right?
Right.
So it'd be 24 episodes of Fish Burgers every single day.
Right.
This is our old public access show from 30 years ago.
Yeah, we would have had 9 days in our calendar.
Right. Well, maybe we just stick with Hanukkah and just call it 8 nights.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then you would open up the first and there'll be a little nougat candy, yum, and it'll say like, Carl sticks a fork in the socket. There's his brother to stick a fork into the socket.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. So then tomorrow, the Tuesday is Carl returns from the hospital. Jeremy's okay. He's doing better, that type of thing. And so that was it. So, every series, because it's 24 episodes with a few exceptions, broadcast daily, the 1st to the 14th of December. The theme for most of the series is connected to Christmas. Again, another Christmas connection.
Yeah.
So along with each series is opportunity to buy a paper calendar. They're available in Swedish stores. Okay, so here's the story. And people did not like this TV series. They found it juvenile.
Oh, puerile. Okay. I didn't know that.
And like, which you've seen the trailer to this movie, so they keep to it. Here's the story. So his mom is like really excited for Christmas to the point she goes mentally insane and goes to a mental hospital.
Really?
Yep.
From decorating like a mad woman, or?
Well, yeah, like just Christmas stress, I guess.
Oh,
so the dad and Haken tried to bring the mother home from a crazed doctor at the mental institution who was obsessed with keeping the mother there and not having to celebrate Christmas alone. This is all Wikipedia. The series got quite bad reviews, mainly because the scenario was deemed to be unrealistic. It also considered a bit depressing for a TV show aimed for kids.
Right.
It was also too vulgar, with too many innuendo jokes and toilet humor. Oh, really? And a few examples of this is when Haken vomits cascades, when he harasses his teacher Veronica and felt her breasts, and when Haken dreamt about drinking beer. And the calendar was considered the worst Christmas calendar in years.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. You know what? Sweden loved it too. And in 24, there was a spin-off theatrically released movie with Haken Brocken and Joseph, his fucking turtle. Now, here's the story. The parents are squirting out a new one. He's going to have a little sister. And I think it was Isabel in the original series. And he's like, my parents won't talk to me. They don't pay attention to me anymore. And Joseph, with the F, is a turtle. And you want to know something exciting about cinema in Sweden?
Yes.
That movie is the first CGI in Sweden. The turtle's face has CGI. Yeah. Haken.
What year are we talking?
2004, 3 years after 9/11.
Well, I mean, in 2000 we had CGI here.
Right, that's true. I think it was Jurassic Park in 2000. It was
right. I mean, we had it on like commercials and stuff in the 90s, but it wasn't as good as, it was 2000 when it first got good. Listen, I want to tell you, this author, Soren Olsen, I was surprised to hear you say that they wanted to make the radio show, because it says here he's been a writer for 35 years, 200 books published, sold 12 million copies, books about Soon and Bert with his Tasha.
Soon, yeah.
Maybe he was a writer and then he did the radio show and they said, make it a book.
I think the radio show is how he got the stories going. And then because it was a regional, the radio show, and then it became a big Swedish thing for 10 years while the books were being produced. So maybe it's a little like Hitchhiker's Guide. He did the radio show and made it a book.
Sweden is so small that like a national thing, you know what I mean? Like there's
Oh, sure.
so
Someone
few
turns on the radio and the rest of the country hears it. Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
So
Well, you know, you mentioned Tosh. That's an animated series.
okay, Tosh
The
and
World of
Ned.
Tosh. Yeah, and it had
Now,
their
this
family.
director, he did well, we all know Tumpta Gudha in 2000, and he
Sure.
also did Alabara Forsvinner in 2004. But this film, it was called Alone in Space. It was 2018. So
Yeah.
I was intrigued. So I went and I watched the trailer for Alone in Space. It's in Swedish, but it has the subtitles. It looked very, very good. It was like a kid and his brother and sister are like on this ship that was meant for thousands of people, and they're adrift in space, sort of like Passengers was.
Right.
And
Don't
then
mention that
aliens
movie.
come. I tried to put it in my DVD, Netflix. I couldn't find it for free on YouTube. I'd like to see Alone in Space. It looked.
I heard it's impressive, the Alone in Space, but there's no atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a good place to hang, but there is really not a lot of atmosphere. This was filmed in Göteborg, Västra Götalands in Sweden.
Nice. All right, so I think we have our Hakenbrocken. We have a beef that we can't link it up. Our whole show is about YouTube videos.
Let me
And
just
this is
tell the audience again, in case they missed it. It's HAKANBRAKAN, and we like the channel Nordisk Films something.
Right. Yeah, I gotta hit pause and move it back. So, and this is a character that's been around since 1983. It's like, what was the Beverly Cleary, Henry Higgins? He had like a crazy brother, Ramona Beezus.
Yeah, I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Listen, I don't think it was from the 80s, right? The radio show was in 2010, right?
No, I have 83 to 93 was the radio show.
Oh, well, they took a long time to get to 2003 and do a TV show.
But don't forget, like the whole family, not just the brother. Like Soon was the focus. So there was all these Soon movies and Soon TV shows.
Yeah, SUNE. I noticed that too in the research.
That came first. This is like a spin. It's like Bradley Rules, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, My Little Brother.
Okay.
You know, and also think. Okay, so before we watch the trailer, have you guys ever seen a movie called Home Alone?
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't? Well, it's going to help you with this film. All right, here we go. Please do the countdown. This is our final one.
You're doing it great.
Oh, I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to screw this up. Here we go. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, video games, burrito. Look at that. He's got the gamer chair. Let's talk about the video game.
Huh. Brocken schmacken.
Brocken schmacken. Oh, that's the babysitter, huh? See, there's Rudolph.
God, this looks like Illinois.
Burglars. Oh, there's your hostages.
Boy, this is a first world country, man.
I'm telling you, like Disney Channel has nothing on this. It's well produced.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That's what burned me when I couldn't add it. Oh, they're drinking from the red cups. That's universal.
Solo cups.
Yeah. Oh, solo.
That's how you say it in Swedish?
Oh, here. Another fine day. Oh, so I guess, that's the babysitter.
Yeah, that's the boring babysitter.
No, maybe that's the sister. Now they got a good Amanda. Okay, I love this. Oh, Carl, as adults, we all make that face when someone gets hit in the nuts, right?
It's universally, it doesn't matter your language. If you're hitting the nuts, you go, ooh.
But no, but if you watch it, you go, ooh, like that could have been me.
Oh, ouch.
I relate. Middle finger. They won't let me put this on because I'm not a kid. There's a middle finger. There's like kid in the balls.
Hakenbrocken.
All right, well that's it. World's greatest movie.
Fun.
I know, that's what kills me. I want to see it. I think Sweden for the win this year. We got The Man Called Otto.
Yes,
based on a Swedish hit. Then we have another Swedish hit, UFO Sweden, coming by, has the word Sweden in it, and then of course Sweden's Christmas tradition, Hockenbrocken. Remember him from Christmas Calendar 2003? Now he's back in movie form without his turtle.
9
Turtle's
years
dead by
later.
now. Wow. What'd you think?
I want to see it. I really do. So are we
Well-
ready for our Christmas Carol?
I think we're ready for a Christmas Carol.
Okay.
We introduced this Christmas Carol back in January of 22, which I was the first to wish you a Merry Christmas of the
Oh,
year.
thank you. Merry Christmas, Mike. Merry
Merry Christmas,
Merry
Carl.
Christmas.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's watch a full-length movie on YouTube, LWAFLM, Christmas Carol by Mike Spiegelman.
Cr-
Christmas, 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 Christmas.
Have you had enough yet?
Christmas, 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 Christmas.
Overload.
Christmas, 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 Christmas.
That's your finale.
Oh no, that was the chorus. Christmas.
Chorus, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll close on that. By the way, it's Christmas. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Time to end the year.
Yeah, time to end the year. All right. Well, Carl, where can people find you? This is a short show.
CarlSucks.com. Same
right.
old, same old.
Same old, same old. And you're on other podcasts? Anything else? Internet you can
There's
promote?
lots of stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. Same here. We will be back next week. Should we watch the trailer for next week's movie?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
What's next week's movie? Is it Come and Get It?
Yeah, it would be, right?
It would
We
be,
recorded
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
there is a trailer.
Well, next week's movie is from the 30s. It's called Come and Get It.
Francis Farmer and your brother will be with us.
Yeah, and it's a good movie and a
And
good
his
episode.
daughter, so you have to watch your language. Is that a smart choice for this podcast?
That was a little weird.
He did shoo her away when I was like, "Well, Adam," he goes, "Yeah, can you watch your language a little bit? Well, can you watch your kid?" Like,
There is no trailer for this movie, although Selena Gomez has a song that's available. In fact, I was just playing it.
whoop de doo.
Whoop de doo.
Listen, it's a good film. You can even watch it on your own. Fast forward through the logging section because it's 22 minutes, but
I love the logging.
You did?
Yeah, it really helped me because I was constipated at the time.
Oh,
It
yeah.
really
Well,
helped me.
that will loosen you up. It's like
Yeah.
listening to a waterfall when you got to pee. You watch these
That's right.
loggings, you're going to do your number 2 business.
All right, well, I hope that intrigues you. So we'll be back next week. Merry Christmas. If
Merry
anyone hasn't wished
Christmas.
you Merry Christmas yet. That has been our annual Christmas Day movie release show. Carl, what a pleasure. What a pleasure. You know what? You're the best.
Thank you. You too. Absolutely. And you,
Audience.
audience. Merry
You, audience.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.